Sometimes when people talk very fast, the comprehension is yes. What was your question?
I was asking, what do you do currently, or what career are you in currently?
I am working in insurance right now.
Okay.
I don't know, 1 year and a half I was working in insurance.
Okay. Not anymore? You used to be working?
No, I am working right now in insurance.
Okay. Yeah.
I need to be honest, yes.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad. Yeah, we noticed that you were current on your resume that you have been.
I am working in a company very, very close to this company.
Oh, are you? Well, we're glad to have you.
It's a good company, but I feel that it's time of change in my life. But it's a good company. Yes. I say thank you to this company because I learned a lot of things about insurance in this company.
How much do you know about Aflac?
Bueno, Aflac is a company that I think the most of the people recognize for Aflac. Yes.
The duck.
Aflac, yes, the dog. And the advertising in TV, in magazines, yes, it's very, very nice company, very top company.
Yes.
Yes. No, nice, top.
I understand.
Yes.
Well, my name is Keith, like I told you, this is John.
Yes.
We're actually going to try something a little different today. I'm the state sales coordinator. They just gave me a title, but I work with the whole state of Louisiana on this side of the state. And I was just here visiting with John, and we're actually talking about my former education about the careers of individuals, and he's never seen that before.
Okay.
So he asked me if I can do that so he can try to pick up some pointers on what might be a good way to educate candidates about what we do and how we do it. So he's asked me to kind of do this today. So, you know, I haven't done it in a few months, but because I'm in a new role. But if you'd like to learn more, like obviously you're going to do that. We're going to spend some time with you and just walk you through what we do as a company, give you some clarity on what we do, but how we have a career within the Aflac business, and what we're looking for and all those things. Just kind of lay it out there for you so you can have some clarity about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so please have
I'm
a
going to
seat.
sit with you. I'm going to learn something too.
So this is kind of a weird thing, okay, because I don't do this much anymore.
It is only for me.
Yeah.
For Amber.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're here today.
I am not.
You're so special. You're very special.
I am special.
You're very special.
You're funny. You're funny.
Yeah. But don't be nervous. We wanted to help you understand the opportunity, and so John asked me to do this, so I'm gonna do it for you today. If I get to talking too fast, you gotta tell me because I do talk fast.
Excuse me, could you remember your name?
Keith.
Keith.
Yep.
Keith, please. Could you speak more slow, please?
Yep.
Please.
Yes. I will speak slower.
Oh,
So-
no, only a little bit.
I tell you what. If I start speaking too fast, just give me a hand signal.
No, you were speaking so fast. If you're speaking so fast, I only understand 60%.
Okay.
If you speak,
Okay. But if I do start speaking fast, just give me a hand signal. you know?
okay, that's okay.
Okay. So, like I told you, you're here to learn about Aflac and what we do. Okay? So, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the history of Aflac, you know, what we actually do as a company. Because as you just mentioned, people know the duck, but the reality is most people don't know what we do as a company. We're going to talk about our market, our products, and compensation. How do we make a living doing this? So a little bit about Aflac. We're a Fortune 500 company. You probably already know that. We've been in business for over 50 years, and we process claims an average of 4 days for our policyholders. Aflac is obviously a very strong company financially. You probably know that already. You said we're a top company, which means we have financial stability. What about ethics? Is that important?
Yes, of course.
Ethics is very important in the world of insurance. Aflac is rated every year as one of the most ethical insurance
In
companies
this
in America.
business, it's very important.
Absolutely.
Very
So
important.
we're passionate about this because we know that's important to our business and who we do business with. There's many accolades for Aflac. Aflac continues to be recognized as a top company. Are you familiar with AM Best Stats? You ever heard of that? Basically, all this is, it just shows how we stack up against competition. We're obviously the leader in the industry. Aflac is the leader in what we do. Okay? So we don't just spend a whole lot of time on that.
Do you think that the Aflac is the leader?
In what we do, yes, absolutely. In our segment, you'll see that we're the leader. This is one way to show you that. In 2010, Aflac earned $14.9 billion in premiums that year alone. That is more than the next 22 competitors combined in our industry. Make sense? In 2010, Aflac paid out $10.5 billion in claims. That is more than the next 14 combined. So you know who we are, and it's because of that, the duck. That's why everybody knows us. We have a 95% name recognition. But the reality is, over 90% of Americans don't know what we do. We ask them, and they're like, well, Aflac is an insurance company, but we don't know what they do.
Yes.
So the question becomes, what do we do? Well, to give you some background, Aflac was founded in 1955 in Columbus, Georgia, as a very small life insurance company. We started as a life insurance company. We were founded by three brothers called the Amos brothers. Okay? A couple years into that, the Amos brothers started to study the disease of cancer. They wanted to learn how Americans were affected by the disease. And what they found is that Americans that were going through cancer were really struggling financially. So they learned that cancer was a serious financial burden to them and their families. They were affected. So they went back to the drawing board and said, hey, what can we do to change it? So they had this revolutionary idea in 1958. They went back to the drawing board as a company, and they said, why don't we develop an insurance that instead of paying doctors and hospitals, which is what medical insurance does, why don't we develop an insurance that pays people?
I was reading that in Louisiana State, the cancer is the first sick that affects to the persons, the cancer in Louisiana State. Louisiana State, I don't, it's the first state of incidence of cancer.
Yeah.
Yes. 1 or 2 women.
Yep.
One or 3.
1 in 3 men, 1 in 2 women.
Yes.
Actually, it's 1 in, let's have that backwards. Got that backwards. It's 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 women will be diagnosed with cancer in the United States. Yeah.
Breast cancer in the woman and the prostate cancer in the man.
Yes. So in 1958, the Amos brothers said, we need to develop an insurance that pays Americans directly instead of paying doctors and hospitals. So they launched and developed the first ever cancer policy in 1958. So Aflac is the founders of cancer insurance and this type of insurance that pays Americans directly. So we became very different.
In cancer, for example, Aflac only pay a lump sum to the clients, or there is a hospital?
Yep. We're founded on what you call scheduled benefits. That means we give our policyholders a dollar amount of money per service that is rendered to them. So hospital confinement, surgeries, treatments, medication, you know what I mean? We also pay a lump sum upon diagnosis. So we do both.
Or about cancer, or there is a policies for major receipts, for example, kidney disease, strokes.
Yes, we have all that too. You'll see that. Yes, we have all that. So we started with the cancer product, and that has evolved into many products which you're going to see. So just understand that we're a very different type of insurance company, because all we do is give money directly to people. That's it. We only pay people in the time of need. So we're very special in that regard, because Americans need us, or people need us in general, because they're vulnerable. When something happens, their families suffer. Right? The School of Harvard has been studying bankruptcies for over a decade. And I don't know if you know this, but over 60% of all bankruptcies in the U.S. are due to a medical event. Okay? Of that 60+%, 75% or greater actually own major medical insurance at the time of filing bankruptcy. this is an ongoing battle.
Mhm.
So what's happened in America is that Americans have medical insurance, think they're protected, and then learn through an unfortunate event that they're not, that they are vulnerable. This is a true problem in America. The good news is this is what we do to protect.
I agree.
So what does health insurance cover? You already know this. It pays money directly to doctors and hospitals. This is who we're not, right? What does Aflac cover? Everything else. At the end of the day, you got to remember, our relationship is with the policy holder. So when things happen to them, we give them money, and they choose where the money goes. They can help pay for medical bills or everyday living expenses like